Hey lovely yogis, hope you're all doing really well and having an amazing day so far. Hopefully it's about to get even better now that you have landed on your yoga mat. So if you haven't practiced with me before, then welcome. My name is Amy and I will be your teacher for this practice. And if you're one of those lovely people who is here all the time, then welcome back. This is going to be a full length, fun, funky, creative, playful, little bit challenging Vinyasa flow. Getting nice and warm, getting stretched out, building a little bit of strength. So if that sounds like something that you're up for, come and meet me on your mat when you are ready. If you do make it to the end of this practice and you enjoyed it, I would love to hear from you in the comments what you thought about it. Any feedback, both positive and constructive, is appreciated. You can also leave requests for future classes that you would like me to film. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it as well. That lets me know that I should make more like this one. And of course, it would be amazing if you could take a second to subscribe so that hopefully we can join each other on our mats again very soon. So let's begin our practice today down on our backs. Mindfully making your way down onto your back. And before you settle into stillness, take the time to explore some movement here. Let your body lead the way, feeling into whatever movement feels good to bring more space, more ease, more opening into the body. So moving from feeling and intuition. No need to overthink it. Taking your mind out of the equation, let your body lead the way. Then when you feel like you've had enough, eventually settle into a still place. Choosing a shape that you can comfortably hold for the first few moments of our practice as we really arrive here on our mats. Using these first few moments to set aside whatever you were doing before this practice, anything you might have lined up afterwards. Fully committing yourself to this next hour to be present with whatever is alive for you in this moment. Whatever is going on in your body, whatever thoughts are present in your mind, however your breath is moving. And every time that you notice your mind wandering off, just gently encouraging it back into this moment. No need to be judgmental or critical of your mind wandering, just noticing and repeatedly returning back to the present. And as you hold this shape here in stillness, you might find that your body can unravel more and more tension. Imagine yourself sinking into the surface beneath you. Let the weight of your entire body be completely held and supported by your mat. Tapping into that contrast between that stable, solid ground and then your body just melting into it. Starting to cultivate a more full, complete breath here as well. So as you find more ease and space in the body, you might find that you can bring in a more easeful, more spacious, more complete breath. Bringing more and more expansion into the whole torso with every breath in. Finding more release, more relaxation with every breath out. And as we move through this practice, alongside your body leading the way, let your breath lead the way as well. Moving in a way that prioritizes your breath. Only going as far into a shape as you can still take a full, complete breath. Just here for a final few moments in stillness before we invite movement back in. Let's gather the knees into the chest. Take a few little circles on the lower back in one direction. Switch direction of the circles. Release the soles of the feet onto the floor at the outside edges of the mat. Drop the knees in towards center. Start to windshield wipe the legs from side to side. And as you move through the lower body, stay stable and solid through the upper body. Grounding the shoulders and the upper back into the mat here. Maintaining space and opening across the chest. Finding that side body stretch, a bit of a twist, a hip opener. Maybe your legs make it a little bit further towards the mat with every repetition as you open things up a little bit more. The next time the knees come over to the right, let them rest there for a few deep breaths. External rotation through the right leg, internal rotation through the left leg. Trying to work both knees in the direction of the floor. Now, if your left knee is already on the floor, keep it there. If it's not, just keep drawing it as close towards the mat as you can. Maintain this external rotation through your right leg and keep the bend in the knee, but lift your right leg as high as you can away from the mat, keeping it turned out. Lower the whole leg back down, lifting it up. Keep that going a few times, trying to keep the heel and the knee at the same height as one another. So we're lifting the whole leg, working through the inner thigh, and resist the temptation of that left knee trying to lift itself up, pressing down through the left, lifting up through the right. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted and lower back down. Rainbow the legs through center, let them drift over to the other side. Enjoy that twist for a few deep breaths, getting heavy through the knees. Then again, pressing the right knee down in the direction of the floor. Left knee stays open out to the side. Let's lift that left leg. Lower with control. Lift with strength. Lower slowly. Keep that going. Lifting maybe a tiny bit higher every time. Let's do 5. Keep it going. Here's 2. Then we'll lift and hold on 1. Place it down. Roll the soles of the feet onto the floor. Step the feet in so they're hip width apart. Extend the arms down by your sides, fingertips pointing towards the heels. Inhale, lift the hips up, bridge pose. Exhale, lower the hips down, lift the feet, find a reverse tabletop. Inhale, lower the feet, lift the hips, press up strong. Exhale, roll the hips down, lift the feet up. Now keep this movement going. This is option 1. Option 2, when you find that reverse tabletop, lift the hips, find a reverse crunch. Inhale, lift the hips up, bridge, squeeze the glutes at the top. Exhale, reverse table, or a little reverse crunch. Keep moving on your own, synchronizing the movement with your breath, finding a pace and a rhythm that works, and prioritize moving with control here rather than rushing through it. Then the next time you land in a bridge pose, you can hear my voice wobbling there. Let's pause and hold. Really squeeze the glutes to lift the hips up even higher. Now really plant solidly through your left foot. Extend your right leg, tap the heel to the top of the mat. Step the foot back in, bridge pose. Same leg 4 more times. Step, back in, lengthen, and bend. Here's 2. Step the foot out and pause. Lift the left hip up a teeny tiny little bit higher. Keep the right leg long, keep the left leg bent. Lower the hips down onto the mat. Flex the right toes to point up to the ceiling. Reach the fingertips forward. Lift the head, the neck, the shoulders away from the mat. Crunch up. Lower all the way back down. 4 more like that. Lift. Lower. Up. Down. Last 2. Last one, lift all the way up. Reach the fingertips up to the ceiling. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Big inhale. Twist to the left. Hug that knee with your right arm. Big exhale. Inhale, place the right hand down behind you. Lift the hips all the way up into a wild thing. Exhale, sit down and twist to the left. A few more times. Inhale, wild thing. Exhale, sit and twist. Let's do one more time, wild thing. Big inhale. One more twist. Big exhale. Now spin to face forward, reach the arms straight out in front. Step your right foot next to your left foot. Hands free, maybe. We'll all meet in a toe balance. Coming onto the toes, lifting the heels. Reach the arms up, big inhale. Left arm forward, right arm back, big exhale. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, twist over to the other side. Inhale through center, pause here, keep the arms reaching up. Keep the knees bent, keep the hips low, but roll the soles of the feet onto the floor and find your way into chair pose. Sit yourself back down, lift the heels, toe balance. Lower the heels, lift up slightly, chair. Let's do one more time, toe balance. One more time, chair. Now come into your toe balance, pause once again. Slowly with control, can you tap both knees down onto the floor gently, then lift them all the way back up, maybe falling out of it along the way like I just did. And I could cut that out, but I'm going to keep it in because I'm sure some of you at home are falling as well. Let's tap the knees down, lift them up, find that counterbalance, moving through the upper body. Tap the knees. Lift them up, let's tap the knees, keep them down, lift the hips away from the heels, big breath in, hands onto the lower back, big breath out, push the hips forward, push that heart upwards, squeeze the elbows into center, finding your camel pose. Draw the shoulder blades together, lift the chest up a teeny little bit more, one more big inhale, one more big exhale. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, sit the hips back down on the heels. Return to your toe balance while I fix my fairy lights that have just fallen off the wall. So lifting the knees with the hands for support or not, reach the arms up. Let's press back into that chair pose just for a moment. Then come all the way to stand on your right foot. Draw the left knee in, tap the knee with the fingertips. Step the toes back, find a high crescent lunge. Breathe in. As you exhale, step the knee into the chest, tap it with the hands. As you inhale, step it back, high lunge. A few more times, knee to chest. Lunge it back. Last time, bring it forward. Big, 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 big step back, high crescent lunge. Find a nice long stance here. Gently soften your left knee onto the floor. Maybe walk your right foot a little bit further forward to find a deeper lunge here. Inhale, bend the elbows, cactus, lean back, look up. Exhale, straighten the front leg, hinge forward, active half splits. Inhale, bend the arms, bend the knee. Exhale, extend and reach. Let's do 2 more times. Cactus lunge. Reach, half splits. Last one of each. Bend. Extend and pause. Engage the core to hold yourself hovering above your right thigh. Big breath in, lift the arms a little bit higher. Big breath out, lower the chest down even more. One more big inhale. Release the fingertips to frame the right leg as you exhale. Hold the fold over your half split for a few deep breaths. Maintaining the engagement through your right leg by pointing the toes up to the ceiling. Shoulders are still nice and soft, down and back away from the ears. Keep the left hand lowering down, open the right arm up, find a twist, bring the hand into a fist, roll out the wrist. Switch direction of the circles. Spread the fingertips back wide, keep the left hand and left knee grounded, spin the left toes so they're pointing out towards the left hand side. Lengthen your right leg back, finding your half side plank. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, find length. Exhale, squeeze. Let's do 3. Last 2. One more time, lengthen, then bend and pause. See if you can actually make contact between the elbow and the knee and really press them into one another. Now place the hand on the knee, open the knee up even more, stretching through the inner thighs. Slide the hand down the outside of the right shin, catch the top of the foot, kick that leg back behind you, roll your shoulder open, maybe look up to the ceiling if it feels okay on the neck. Let go of the leg but keep it lifted. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Keep the right knee bent and then just tap the right knee towards the left knee. Then open it back up. Lower down. Lift. Close and open. Let's do 2. Last one. Fully plant the right knee on top of the left. Sit down on your left hip with your toes pointing towards the back of the mat. Place your right hand in front of your feet. Reach your left arm by your ear. Find a big side body stretch. Breathe in. Place your left hand down at the top of the mat. Lift the hips. Reach the right arm forward. Breathe out. Inhale, sit down. Reach over to the back of the mat. Exhale, lift up. Reach forward to the top of the mat. A few more times. Inhale, mermaid. Exhale, side plank variation. One more time, mermaid. One more time into that side plank variation and pause. Keep the knees bent and squeeze the heels into the glutes as you roll into a tabletop variation with the feet lifted. Stack the shoulders over the wrists, keep the elbows squeezing in. Inhale, bend the elbows, lower the chest down. Exhale, press back up. Just 2 more times. Lower, lift, down and up. This time lower all the way down onto the belly. Keep the knees bent, keep the heels squeezing in. Reach the hands to catch the outside edges of the feet. Inhale, kick and lift into Urdhva Dhanurasana, bow pose. Stay for the exhale. Keep the heels in line with the hips. One more big breath in like this. One more big breath out. Final breath. Let go of the legs, but keep everything lifted. Place the hands down next to the ribs. Drop the knees. Push it back into a child's pose. Holding there for a few slow, steady breaths. Re-establish the connection to your breath in case you lost it. Soften through the shoulders, get heavy through the hips. Roll yourself all the way up to sit on the heels. Bring the knees to touch if they're not already. Bring the hands to heart center. Start to lean back, lift the knees any amount away from the floor, stretching through the tops of the feet and the front of the shins. Could just be a teeny tiny little lift, whatever feels supported. Then roll the knees back onto the floor. Bring the hands into fists, place them down either side of the legs, then see if you can lift the legs and swing them straight out in front of you. Shimmy a little bit further forward to the top of the mat if needed. Plant the feet, reach the arms out in front. Let's slowly lower all the way down onto the back. Pause when you get a few inches above the mat. Keep the feet grounded. Lift all the way up. A few more like that. Lower down, pause, hover and hold. Come all the way back up. One more time, lower, pause, hover and hold. Lift the right foot, extend the toes forward. Plant it down, extend left, lower, right, lower, left, right. Last time, left, lower, pause, release all the way down onto the back. Step the feet in, arms by your sides. Let's return to that bridge and reverse crunch flow. So inhale, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower the hips, lift the feet, then maybe crunch the hips up, reverse crunch. Keep that movement going on your own. Again, prioritize quality and control in the movements rather than rushing. Especially as you lower down from that reverse crunch, see if you can slow down the movement rather than letting the hips crash back to the floor. Then the next time you land in bridge, pause there. Lift the hips a teeny little bit higher, get steady through your right foot. Lengthen your left leg, tap the heel to the top of the mat. Step it back in. 4 more times, forward, back, extend, and bend. Last 2. Last one, extend the leg, keep it extended. Lift the hips a little bit more. Lower the hips onto the mat. Right leg is bent, left leg is long. Point the left toes up to the ceiling. Reach the fingertips forward, lift head, neck and shoulders. Crunch up. Lower back down. Halfway up. All the way down. Last 3. Last 2. Last one, lift all the way up. Big inhale, reach the fingertips high. Big exhale, twist to the right, give that knee a hug. Inhale, left hand down behind, lift the hips, wild thing. Exhale, lower the hips, sit and twist, hug the right knee. Inhale, wild thing. Exhale, Marichasana. Last one of each. Inhale, sweep and lift. Exhale, lower and twist. Stay seated, face forward, lengthen the arms, step the left foot in, maybe hands free. You can make it into a toe balance or get there whichever way you need to. Embrace any wobbles along the way. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist over to the other side. Inhale, both arms up and pause. Staying low, but rolling the feet down, lifting the hips up a tiny bit into a chair. Lower the hips, lift the heels. Lower the heels, press up, Utkatasana. Drop it back down, toe balance. Let's do one more time. Chair, toe balance and pause. Then those knee taps, and maybe we fall along the way, have some fun, whatever happens. Gently tap the knees to the floor. Engage the core here to help lift the knees back up. Tap the knees down. Lift them back up. One more. Tap, keep them down. Lift the hips away from the heels. Swim the hands either onto the lower back or onto the heels this time if you feel ready for a full camel pose. Striving to keep hips stacked above knees, so we're not leaning too far back. Keep that stack of hips over knees, then roll your shoulders back, push your heart up. Choose a variation that feels comfortable through the neck, whether it's leaning back, looking up, or keeping it tucked in. Stay here, or reach your left arm straight out in front of you. Place the hand back down on the heel. Reach your right arm straight out in front. Place it back down. One more each way. Left, lower, right, and lower. Come all the way back to a neutral spine. Sit down on the heels, lift the knees, toe balance. Arms up to the ceiling, feet plant, just a brief moment in chair pose. Stand on your left foot, draw your right knee in towards the chest. Inhale, step it back, high crescent lunge. Exhale, knee in. A few more times. Inhale, big step back, deep bend through the left knee. Exhale, bring it in. Lunge, fill the lungs with breath. Release the breath, catch the knee. Last time, step into your lunge and pause there. In slow motion, soften your right knee onto the floor. Maybe step your left foot a bit further forward. Inhale, cactus lunge. Exhale, extended half split. Inhale, bend the knee, bend the elbows. Exhale, lengthen and reach. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Let's do one more lunge. One more extended half split and pause. Really engage the core here. Can you lift your belly button up and back? Lift your arms a bit higher, send more energy out through the fingertips, lower the chest down a little bit more for one more moment. Release the fingertips either side of your left leg, hold that fold, enjoy the stretch, catch up with your breath. Right hand down, left arm up, big twist, hand into a fist, circle out the wrist. Switch direction. Spread the fingertips back wide, ground through right hand and right shin. Lift and sweep your left leg back, maybe trying to keep the leg straight along the way. Inhale here. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Let's do 3. Last 2. One more time. Bend and tap. Maybe make contact and pause and hover and hold. Catch the knee with the hand. Open the knee up even more. Press through your right thumb and index finger to bring more stability. Slide the hand down the outside edge of your left shin. Catch the top of the foot. Really kick that leg into the space behind you. Holding for a full cycle of breath. Now let go of the leg, keep it lifted, keep it bent, reach the arm up, stack the left knee on top of the right knee, open up. Lower, lift, down and up, one more lower, and lift. Now fully stack the left leg on the right leg as you sit down on your right hip. Place the left hand down, reach the right arm up and over, big side body stretch, hips are grounded. Place the right hand down, lift the hips, reach to the front of the room. Inhale, sit down, lean to the back. Exhale, plant the hand, lift to the front. A few more times, mermaid. Side plank variation. Last one of each, lean over to the back. Reach up to the front and pause there. Keep the heels squeezing in towards the hips as you place the left hand down. Find a tabletop with the knees bent. Elbows stay hugging in. Bend the elbows, plank, push it down, push up lower and lift. A few more times, bend, extend, lower, lift. Let's do one more for luck this time. Press down and up. This time lower all the way down onto the belly. Keep the knees bent, keep the heels squeezing in. Reach your right hand for the outside edge of your right foot. Reach your left arm forwards. Inhale, kick and lift. One arm, one-legged bow pose. Stay for the exhale. One more breath in. Release down, release your breath out. Switch. Left hand catches the left ankle. Right arm reaches out in front. Inhale, lift everything away from the mat. Hold the shape, but release your exhale. One more big breath in. Release down, release your breath out. Lengthen the legs back behind you, give the hips a little wiggle. Maybe rest the head down on the hands. Release any tension from the head, neck and shoulders. Lift the head, plant the hands, press it up and back. Balasana, child's pose. Sinking into this moment of relaxation. Lift the head, roll yourself to sit on the heels, bring the knees together if they're not already. Place the hands down next to the knees this time. As you inhale, pull the heart forward, pull the shoulders back, space across the chest. Exhale, press into the floor, pull the knees into the chest, come onto the very tops of the feet. Inhale, lower the knees with control, open the chest. Exhale, push and lift as high as you can. Lower, big inhale. Lift, big exhale. One more time down, breathe in. One more time up, breathe out, pause, hold. Squeeze the right heel into the glutes. Tap the foot down. Left, lower, right, left, last right, last left. Roll the shins down. Take a moment to sit on the heels, lengthen the spine. Catch up with your breath here. Notice the after effects of that movement on your mind, on your body, on your breath. Where you've brought opening, where you've brought heat, energy. Maybe feeling your heartbeat a little bit stronger here, a little fuzzy sensation across the chest. Inhale, lift the hips away from the heels, come to kneel, arms up. Exhale, plant the hands under the shoulders, find a tabletop. Tuck under all 10 toes, inhale here. Exhale, lift the knees to hover an inch above the floor. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Let's do 3. Last 2. Last one, lift, pause, hover, hold. Right knee, right elbow, step it back. Left knee, left elbow, step it back. Right knee, right wrist, back. Left knee, left wrist, back. Right knee, right shoulder, back, left knee, left shoulder, back. Hold here, one final inhale, downward dog. As you exhale, possibly walking the hands further forward to lengthen out your downward dog, spiraling the tailbone to point up to the ceiling, pedaling the legs, wiggling the hips, shimmying the shoulders. On your next breath in, sweep the right leg high, three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hip, draw some big circles with the right knee. Switch direction of the circles. Now inhale, three-legged dog, sweep it high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, three leg. Exhale, right knee, right wrist. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, right knee, right shoulder. Inhale, three leg. Exhale, step the foot outside of the right hand, lizard pose. Have a little wiggle into the hips, keep the back knee lifted, rock forwards and backwards on the tiptoes. Gently place the back knee down on the floor. Open the right arm up, bend the elbow, bring the fingertips onto the head, breathe in. Tap the right elbow down to the floor, breathe out. Inhale, open up. Exhale, tap down. Let's do just one more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Now just open the right elbow straight out to the side so your shoulders are square, you're facing the top of the mat. Tuck under the back toes if they're not already. Lift the knee. Can you lift the back foot and tap your left knee to your left elbow? Step all the way back. Bring it forward, tap. Step it back. One more time, tap and pause. Step the left foot outside of the left hand. Drop the hips low, bring both hands onto the head now. Mermaid with the elbows out wide. Notice if your knees are trying to collapse in here. Keep them opening out to the side. Try and keep space across the chest as well, so we're not collapsing through the upper back. Come up to stand on your right foot. Tap your left knee to your left elbow. Lower all the way back down, Malasana. Step all the way up, tap, all the way back down. Last time, step up, tap. Can you actually make contact between elbow and knee? Press them into one another. Step your left toes over and behind the right side of the mat. Reach both arms all the way up. Catch your left wrist with your right fingertips and lean over to the right hand side. Try and lower your left heel onto the floor. Invite a bend into your front knee to deepen the opening through the left side. Release the wrist, reach both arms up. Fully step your left ankle behind your right ankle. Big breath in. Forward fold down over both legs. Big breath out. Take a moment in this cross ankle fold. Enjoy the stretch through the backs of the legs. Keep the right hand lowering down, open the left arm up, find a twist. Lift your back left leg, find Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Can you lift your left heel so it's at the height of the hip? Can you send more energy up through your left fingertips? Big breath in. Stay for the exhale. One more inhale like this. Exhale, lower the left hand, find a Jiva squat. Tap your left knee to your right calf. Inhale, open back up, half moon. Exhale, lower down, Jiva squat. Inhale, open. Exhale, bend. Let's do one more time. Open up. Take it down into your Jiva squat. Pause there. Lift the hands away from the mat, bring them to heart center. Keep the right knee bent, extend the left leg back, bent leg, warrior 3. Step the left toes back, keep the right knee bent, reach all the way up, high crescent lunge. Inhale, cactus through the arms. Exhale, straighten the front leg, reach forwards. Inhale, cactus lunge. Exhale, hovering pyramid. Bend the elbows, bend the knee. Extend the arms, extend the leg. One more time. Inhale, cactus lunge. Exhale, extended pyramid. Pause there. Arms lift a little bit higher. Chest lowers down deeper. Lower your left hand outside of your right foot. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. So we're still on our left tiptoes here to challenge our balance even more. Keep the upper body twisted to the right. Walk your left hand even further forward. Step onto your right foot. Find a revolved half moon. Lower the right hand down. Sweep the left leg higher. Standing splits. Then drop your left knee behind your right ankle. Sit yourself down. Find Ardha Matsyendrasana. Reach both arms all the way up. Big inhale. Twist to the right. Big exhale. Maybe exploring a bind here. Wrapping your left arm under your right knee. Bring your right hand behind the back to meet it. Now unravel from the bind. Place your left hand down behind you. Lift the hips up. Come onto the right tiptoes. Lower the hips down. Return to your Ardha Matsyendrasana twist. Inhale, left hand down. Lift the hips up. Exhale, lower and twist. Last time, push up into this open heart shape. Lift the right foot from the floor. Catch the right knee in your hand. Release the grip on the knee. Step the right foot to the top of the mat. Step the left foot to the top of the mat. One arm wheel. Then sit yourself back down, facing the top of the mat. Place both hands down behind you. Keep the knees bent, keep the feet planted. Inhale, reverse table. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Lift, breathe in. Lower, breathe out. 1 more time all the way up. This time, instead of sitting down, can you swing the hips in between the hands? Can you keep the hips hovering? Lift the right leg. Lower, lift left, lower. Then maybe lift both and lower. Sit the hips down on the mat. Flex the toes up. Have a little wiggle so you can feel the sit bones ground into the earth. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, any amount over both legs. Roll all the way back up, reach the arms up to the ceiling, cross right ankle in front of left ankle. Roll onto the knees, uncross the ankles, come to kneel on your shins. Place the hands down on the mat, find your tabletop. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow here, or any other movement through the spine that calls to you. Doesn't have to look a certain way. It could be the classic cat-cow, it could be something completely different. Anything to just bring a little bit of space and fluidity throughout the spine, the shoulders and the hips. Then return to your neutral tabletop, engage the core, draw the belly button up and in, tuck under the toes, lift the knees to hover. Tap them down, lift. Keep it going on your own a few more times, lifting with strength, lowering with control. The next time they're lifted, pause, right knee, right elbow, step it back, left knee, left elbow, and back, right knee, right wrist, left knee, left wrist, right knee, right shoulder, left knee, left shoulder, hold here, one more big inhale, downward dog as you exhale. Take a few moments here to yourself, find stillness, find movement, find what your body is asking for. Inhale, sweep the left leg high, three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hip, draw some big circles with the left knee. Switch direction of the circle. Straighten and sweep the leg high, breathe in. Left knee, left elbow, breathe out. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, left knee, left wrist. Inhale, three leg. Exhale, left knee, left shoulder. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, step the foot outside of the hand, lizard lunge. Rock forwards and backwards on the right tiptoes. Gently place the right knee down on the mat. Open the left arm up, big inhale, bend the elbow, hand onto the head. Tap the elbow to the floor, exhale. Inhale, open up. Exhale, lower. Let's do one more like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now open the elbow straight out to the side, square the shoulders. Excuse me, lift the back knee away from the mat. Tap your right knee to your right elbow. Step it back. Tap it forward. Step it back. Just one more. Tap. Step the foot outside the hand. Lower the hips down. Bring your right hand onto your head as well. Let's stand on our left foot. Tap your right knee to your right elbow. Lower back down, bend the knees. A few more times. Step, tap, lower, bend. Last one, step and tap and pause. Make contact if possible. Step your right toes over to the left-hand side, catch your right wrist. Take this nice, juicy side body stretch. Get heavy through your right heel. Bend through your left knee. Let go of the wrist. Step your right ankle behind your left ankle. Lengthen the spine even more. Fold down over the legs. Enjoy this cross ankle fold. Left hand down, right arm up, twist. Bring the weight into your front left foot so you can lift your back right leg into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Lengthening through both sides of the waist here. Hold this shape for one more big inhale. Jiva squat as you exhale. Inhale, Ardha Chandrasana. Exhale, Jiva. Let's do two more. Open up, lower down. Last big inhale. Last big exhale, find your Jiva squat and pause. Deep bend through the left knee, hands to heart center. Straighten the right leg, keep the left leg bent. Warrior three. Big step back, high crescent lunge, arms high, left knee bent. Inhale, cactus the arms. Exhale, straighten the legs, reach forward. Inhale, cactus lunge. Exhale, extend and reach. Let's just do one more. Breathe in, breathe out, extend, reach, hover, hold, lengthen, engage, energize. Right hand outside of the left foot, left arm up. Stay on your right tiptoes. Walk your right hand towards the top of the mat. Step onto your left foot, just a moment here in your evolved half moon. Left hand down, right leg sweeps up even higher. Right knee behind the left ankle, sit down, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Make any readjustments that you need to. Lengthen through the spine, open through the chest. Arms up, big inhale. Twist to the left, big exhale. Maybe take the opportunity to explore a half or a full bind. Right arm underneath the left knee, left arm behind the back. Then unravel, place your right hand behind you, lift the hips up, sweep the left arm by the ear. Sit yourself down, wrap the right arm around the left knee. Inhale, push it up. Exhale, sit and twist. Let's push and lift up one last time and pause there. Catch your left knee with your left hand. Step your left foot to the top of the mat, step your right foot to the top of the mat. One arm wheel pose. Sit yourself down on the mat. Lengthen both legs out in front of you, point through the toes. Place the hands behind your hips, fingertips point forward. Inhale, reverse plank. Exhale, lower the hips slowly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, push up into your reverse plank and pause. Can you lift your right leg? Lower, left, lower, right, left, last time right, last time left. Then lower the hips to the floor, flex the feet, reach the arms up, big inhale, forward fold, big exhale. Any favourite variations of a forward fold? More than welcome to switch it up here. You can find movement, you can find stillness. Roll yourself all the way back up. Reach the fingertips out in front. Let's keep the legs extended this time. Point through the toes. Wiggle further forward if needed so that you can start to roll down onto your back. Pause and hover and hold. Lift your right leg. Lower. Lift left. Lower. Right. Left. Up. Down. Up. Down. Now lift both. Lower. Up. Down. Here's 5. 4. 3, 2, lift both and pause, hold, breathe, smile, one more inhale, release all the way down onto the back as you exhale, catch the knees into the chest, roll the head and neck from side to side, move through the knees, give the lower back some attention. Release a few big, deep breaths through the mouth if that feels good, to let go of some energy, some heat. Keep hold of the right knee, extend the left leg long. Take a moment to circle through the right knee, the ankle, the hip. Switch direction of the circles. Right arm out wide, knee over to the left hand side, find a twist. Switch it up with something different if you've got a favourite twist. Bring it back through center. Give the knee one last little squeeze. Then reach down, possibly for the sole of the foot or the ankle. Pull the right knee down towards the right armpit. Push the sole of the foot back up into the hands. Half happy baby. Let go of the right leg, swap it out. Catch the left knee. Find some circles through the knee and the ankle, the hip, whatever feels good. Switch direction. Left arm wide. Guide the left knee over to the right hand side. Try and ground through your left shoulder here. Roll it back through center. Catch the sole of the foot or the ankle with the hands. Draw the knee down, push the sole of the foot up. Half happy baby. Ardha Ananda Balasana. Let go of the left foot, extend it long to meet the right leg, landing in Shavasana. Choosing a shape that you can comfortably hold for these final few minutes, knowing that this time in stillness is just as valuable, just as nourishing, just as important as all of the movement that we've just done. Really gifting yourself just a few minutes to be still, to let your body unwind any lingering tension, to let your breath return to its natural rhythm, and maybe to cultivate a more present and peaceful state through your mind that you can then carry away with you from your mat into the rest of your day. So we won't be here for long. If you're tempted to end the class now, just join me here for a moment or two and see what happens. If you notice that your mind has drifted away elsewhere, just start to gently nudge it back into the present moment. Reconnect to your body, invite movement back in, wiggle fingers and toes, circle ankles and wrists. Maybe work in the direction of a big full body stretch. And as you move, invite in some big deep breaths as well. Breathing in through the nose, possibly sighing it out through the mouth if that feels good. Let your movement become more expansive, let your breath become more expansive, bring that energy, that vitality back into the whole body. Eventually, we'll meet in a comfortable seat. Find your way back up, whichever way feels best. No need to rush, take as much time as you would like to along the way. Check in with your posture when you arrive. Soften the shoulders down, stack them above the hips. Chin tucks gently in towards the chest. And let's finish here with 3 releasing breaths. Big inhale through the nose, reach the arms up. Sigh it out through the mouth. Press the air down away in front of you. 2 more like that. Big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more time. Let this be the most full, complete breath you've taken yet today. Let it all go. Rest your hands on your knees. Ground in the effects of your practice. All those things that you shifted, that you changed, that you cultivated over this past hour that you want to carry with you into the rest of your day. And whatever you have lined up for the rest of your day, I hope that you think peaceful thoughts, I hope you speak peaceful words, and I hope you feel peace in your heart. Thank you all so much for choosing to share your practice with me today. It is an honour to have guided you. Like I said at the start, I would be so grateful to hear from you in the comments what you thought about this practice, to get a thumbs up so that I know you enjoyed it. And of course, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing so that we can practice together again soon. But more important than any of that is to stay healthy, stay happy, stay well, and have an amazing day.